Today we're going to be talking about some of our favorite things from 2018. Hey guys, it's Joseph.
And Tasha with One Big Happy Life, and we make videos about how to find balance, build wealth, and live your happy. So be sure to subscribe and tune in for more videos about how to live your best life your own way, because that's what we're all about here. That's what we do.
So we have never done this before. So first time for everything. We are talking about some of the things that we've just really enjoyed this year.
We're currently enjoying just, a couple of little things that we like.
Yeah, so it's like Oprah's favorite things, but
One
more
Big
real.
Happy Life. Yes. But one of the things is on Oprah's favorite things too. We'll start with that.
We'll start
with that one. Yes. So this was on Oprah's favorite things in 2017, I think. And I got it because I am an O Magazine brand ambassador. And so my welcome kit included 2 of these teas from, and I hope I'm not slaughtering this right now, Belloc Tea Atelier. Atelier is French, I guess. And it's their Hindu holiday rooibos, and it's so good. I drink it at night before I go to bed. I'll make my tea, bring my little tea kettle upstairs and pour it, and then I'll put my teacup on my tea warmer and I'll sip it and relax my way into bed.
They're good. Alexis and I have tried them too. She
Yes.
gave us like this little tiny bit so we could have this.
Yeah, they keep trying to drink it, and I'm like, back away from my tea, go get your own. I want to savor every last tea leaf in this container, which is actually metal.
My favorite part about this container is that it's very heavy for a tea container.
Yeah.
You can take a bullet.
It's delicious. And I also have a chai that they sent me, but this one is definitely my favorite, and I drink it without adding any sweetener to it, and it's just delicious.
My favorite thing, number 1, for Joseph, is the home gym. So if you've seen our video about us putting together the home gym and then my workout video where I did leg day, so we'll drop a link in the description box and a link up above for that. But we have used the home gym, and I've used it the most since putting it in. I've used it more times than I have probably been to the gym in the previous 2 years, even though the gym is like less
than 5 minutes away. It's a short run away from the house. No sidewalks, but you get the idea. In theory, you could run there. But yeah, it's just been great. Both of us have worked out more since getting that gym than we did when we had our gym membership. Now, of course, the caveat to that is, and we've been really upfront about that on this channel, but over the past 3 months or so, things on the One Big Happy Life side have gotten out of balance and have started to encroach on everything else we do in our lives. And so we have not been working out, but that is something that we recognize is a problem and that we're working on fixing, swinging into the new year. So that's that. All right, thing number 2 for me. This is a beauty and makeup product. It is the Tasha The Silk Canvas. It is their primer, and I stumbled across this one day when I was in Sephora because I had tried their moisturizer. I tried a sample and it worked wonders for my skin, but I have not been able to bring myself to actually drop the dollars on it. So every time I go into Sephora, I just kind of look at it longingly, but then I try something else cheaper saying, well, maybe this will work just as well. So I'm slowly creeping my way up to it. But I saw the primer, and one of the makeup artists there sang its praises, and his makeup looked so good. I was like, well, I gotta try it, and if it doesn't work, I will just take it back, because Sephora has an amazing return policy. If you don't like it, take it back. So I tried it when I went hiking in New Mexico, and that video is gonna be coming out soon, and I was certainly winded and sweating, and I got back to the hotel, and my makeup looked perfect, pristine, amazing. In fact, my makeup looks even more natural now, and I always go for a natural look, but even my heavy, which is this right here, YouTube makeup looks perfectly natural in person. And this definitely plays a role in that. So this is a ride or die staple for me from now on, even though it's like $55 for one of these. But I think it will last me at least 6 months, even though I now wear makeup at least 4 or 5 times a week because we're filming for YouTube that often.
Yeah, makeup's completely different now for her than when I first met her. Like, it was only for going out. Now it's more daily. It's a little different.
Which is funny because Joseph's like, you know what? You end up having to wear makeup so much anyway. You should just, when you wake up in the morning, just put it on. Just put it on. That way you're always ready to shoot. So.
Yeah, it's a convenience factor for me. We'll have to wait for a little bit. So my next thing, stark contrast, is completely free. So I have been I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks. And so the free audiobook app from my library has been my favorite thing. I mean, probably my number one favorite thing overall, really, because I've listened to 70 different books. One of my favorite books that I listen to is called Factfulness, and it's all about looking at the data of how the world is doing, and apparently it's doing pretty well. Even though we see a lot of the negative stuff in the news, we're actually doing pretty good. Things are actually improving. So that was very uplifting. I've also read things like the Game of Thrones series, and I've also been reading tons of books by Stuart Woods, and so they've just been fun novels, and I'm really getting into that.
So my third favorite thing is also audiobooks, but not free. I have Audible. That's one of my monthly subscriptions that I get with my fun monies. And I also do have RB Digital, which is the free library audiobook app. And so I will check for an audiobook on that first, but oftentimes the books that I want to read are not available on RB Digital. Joseph will read like some obscure, super old audiobooks, and so they're there, like all of Sherlock Holmes series. That's not obscure, but you know what I'm saying. One. They don't have one of them, just one is missing?
Yes, there is one. So I had to go, I went and I bought a book at a used bookstore so I can read the one part of Sherlock Holmes that I haven't read.
Yeah, so especially with us being so pressed for time, it's just, I definitely have to do audiobooks, and so I do get 1 or 2 Audible credits every single month so that I can read a book that's on my reading list that's not available from the library. And so the book that I am currently reading is Overcoming Under-Earning, and it is an amazing book. I highly recommend it to anyone, and we're actually reinstating our monthly family book club. And so that what we would do is we each take turns picking a book to read that month. So this first month will be my book, and it's going to be Overcoming Under-Earning. I'm going to have them read it too, because it really is just an amazing book, just from the mindset perspective, and it really aligns with how we already view life. And so I really want them to take a look at that, and we'll discuss. And who knows, maybe we'll do a live or something, do a One Big Happy Life book club.
My next thing is a television show, The 100. So it comes on the CW, although we watch it on Netflix. And it is just an incredibly good show. After the first little bit.
Yeah, I'd say the first 6 or 7 episodes, you got to get through those. They're just okay. At first, it comes across as really super teeny boppy angsty drama, but in a sci-fi show, and then it gets better.
That reminds me, so a lot of CW shows, like, they focus on the drama of people's faces when anything happens, anything at all. And so I've been able to guess a lot of CW shows just from, yeah.
They probably never make that face.
Probably not.
I don't know.
Yeah, Tasha started watching that a couple of years ago, but never really got into it. And then I picked it up because it came across my Netflix feed. And then, bam, we both got into it. And it's been really good. Looking forward to the next season. So
to tag team on that, I'm going to mention another television show that is actually both of our favorite thing. And that is The Last Kingdom, starring Uhtred of Bebbanburg, however they pronounce it. He's Danish. He's got an amazing accent. But it's a historical fiction, and very, very fiction. Sort of fiction? fiction-y. Like,
It's
the
historical
characters
fiction.
are real, but yeah, okay. But they definitely take creative liberties. But Joseph was watching it, about a year ago, maybe 2? And I just did my normal, Joseph is watching another historical fiction, not the Queen again. And I just didn't pay it any mind. And then he was watching it again recently, and I just got hooked. And unbeknownst to me, I was in the middle of season 2, and I'm just watching ahead of him, and he's like, aren't you gonna watch season 1? And I'm like, oh, there's a season 1. So then I went back to season 1 and watched it all the way through, and then season 3 came out at the end of November, and we've already watched it. It's done. I'm waiting for season 4. Let's go, Uhtred. Let's go. Destiny is all.
Oh, that's funny. Another thing that I have been enjoying immensely this year, I have finally found some headphones that I like to use on my commute. And so it has been a search. Like, I've tried lots of things. Bluetooth headphones, corded headphones, this or that. And so these are Shure SE112s.
I'm just going to say he is not kidding about the constant parade of headphones that have been going through this house ever since we've lived here and have had that long commute. He's not kidding.
Yeah. And then I've also added, like, these foam ear tips. I always forget the name. I've got to read it.
Comply Comfort Plus earbud tips.
Yeah, so I found that these are really, really good and comfortable and seem to hold up more than, like, other foam tips. Oh, and these are the kind that go over your ear. And so, like, if you ever hit a cord with a regular earbud, it makes a loud sound. You don't hear it.
I just want to say,
really good.
I tried to listen to those with him, and I'm like, can't I just put it in this one? He's like, no, you can't. No, you can't. Meanwhile, I just used like some $20 earbuds that Joseph got on Amazon super deal one day because I lose my earbuds, I destroy them, I'm not good to them. And
They
so
weren't
Joseph,
even 20.
Were they like 10, 9? Yeah, Joseph learned his lesson. He bought me some nice earbuds once, and then I broke them, and he's like, never again.
Yeah, she had some Ultimate ears. They were nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are only $50, so they're mid-range. Like, they're not.
As far as headphones go, I guess.
Yeah.
That seems pricey to me.
I have another thing. So I have been playing. Well, actually, it was a gift, and for my birthday, I got a game, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, and I was honestly a little skeptical at first because it looked like it was supposed to be like a really scary game, and I'm like, well, I've never really played a really scary game, and so I wasn't sure because like not a lot scares me. So, but I was very, very impressed with this video game because I started playing it with my headphones on, and like the sound engineering of all these little creaks and things, it is a very scary game.
Yeah, I have to say that Joseph's playing the game with his headphones on. I can't even hear what's happening. I look over and I get scared. Okay, like on the screen way over there. So it's scary. But I'll also say that it makes me very, very sad. As a long time Resident Evil player, I'm talking Resident Evil, don't open that door. Resident Evil, way back when, Resident Evil like 1. And if you're a Resident Evil fan, you know that iconic line. And it was a third-person game. It was never first person. It was never just about being scary. It was never like a, Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of game. And that's what it is now. And so I'm really disappointed in that. I would like them to at least go back to 5 and 6. Those were good. I like the couch co-op. Please, Capcom. Please.
And the very, very last thing that we have just been crazy about this year is our upgraded camera gear. The difference between like intentionally acquiring this new stuff to serve specific purposes is just completely different than just using the stuff that we happen to already have on hand. But at the same time, it came at great cost.
But it was worth it. And we waited until the business, the revenue that we were getting from YouTube was able to purchase these things. So it was worth it. But so those are a few of our favorite things. We wanted to share them with you because they mean a lot to us. And so we wanted to just kind of pass them on. Maybe you guys will like them, and you kind of learn a little bit more about us by learning about the things that we love. And I'm sure some of you are going to be like, what is Tasha talking about? Resident Evil? You didn't even know, did you? You didn't even know.
She's a huge gamer.
So,
Overcooked, too.
That is it for Vlogmas Day 10, and we will see you guys tomorrow for another video. Bye.
Bye.